Wow. How you doing?
Friday, right?
Welcome to downtown. My voice is a little raspy. Give me another water, Kitson. Where's Father Brian? Come over here. Stand next to me. You don't know what he said in Brooklyn.
Oh my God.
I do.
I know what he said. I couldn't bless myself fast enough. And I'm going to ask Father Brian to stand here next to me, and I'm going to try not to yell, and I hope you can hear me. Because what I'm going to read is an opening invocation that was given at the Building Trades Conference in April of 2011 by Father Cletus Kiley. O God, your prophet Isaiah spoke your word. For Zion's sake, I will not be silent. For Jerusalem's sake, I will not be quiet. Like Isaiah this afternoon, we must say, we will not be silent. We will not be quiet. Something has gone awry in this land, and guided by you, we must speak, we must act. There was a time in this country when a man who worked hard could count on a fair day's pay, but not today. There was a time in this country when after a lifetime of hard work, a man could look forward to retirement, but not today. There was a time in this country when we respected the women and men who worked in our schools, protected our cities, made our levels of government work, but not today. Today, somebody has changed the rules, and we will not be silent about it. First came the Wall Street gamblers who crippled our economy, gave themselves obscene bonuses, and began the great lie that those to blame were labor unions and the middle class. This is a lie, and we will not be silent. When they couldn't fool us on that one, they blamed the immigrants and pitted working people against each other, trying to wreak havoc on a level playing field for workers. When we saw that for what it is, they demonized our public sector unions. Today, they balance their budgets on the backs of the working class. Tax rates go to the ultra-wealthy. General Electric doesn't even pay a dime. They say our unions have too much voice in political life, but pretend that we don't see the hand of the Koch brothers and other billionaires underwriting their efforts. Oh yes, Lord, something has gone terribly awry in the American House, but today we will not be silent about it. As you gave the prophet the courage to speak out, so give us that same courage this afternoon. For the working people of this country, the stakes have never been higher. As you gave the prophet a righteous anger, so let righteous anger pour down upon this house this afternoon. We have had enough. We are labor, we are America's working people, and we are one. I want to acknowledge, first of all, the striking Spectrum workers. I want to acknowledge all of the affiliates of the trade union movement that are here, the public employee trade unions that are here, the community organizations that are here to stand up to say enough, enough. And it is my pleasure now to introduce the president of the AFL-CIO, Brother Richard Trumka. Let's hear it for a great, great trade union leader, Chris Erickson. Chris. Thank you, brothers and sisters. I gotta tell you, it's great to be here today. And I want you to know I deliver one message, that the AFL-CIO and the anti-labor movement has your back today, tomorrow, and for as long as it takes to win a contract here. Look, your hard work has made Charter Spectrum one of the most profitable cable companies in the United States. $3.5 billion they made last year. You did that. Local 3 members did that. You made that company profitable and no one else did. See? Local 3! 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 And look, you aren't asking for the world. You want a fair return for the work that you do. You want good wages. You want decent retirement. And you want some quality, decent health care. You want to provide for your families and enjoy some of the good things in life. Now, I got to tell you, that's not too much to ask for. So where the hell is the company? See, I have a message for Tom Rutledge. Get to the table today and negotiate a contract and put the best workers you'll ever see back on the job. You know what? Tom took home almost $100 million last year. That's more than 2,500 times what the average worker makes. And it's $12 a second. Think about that. In the time it takes to sneeze, Tom makes a couple of $100. Look, we don't begrudge CEOs that do well, but we begrudge CEOs that do well and then ask us to pay more for our health care and our retirement. We begrudge CEOs that do well and then try to strip our job security and overtime pay away. We begrudge CEOs that do well and then say, I got mine, but I want a piece of yours. We got words for him. He's not getting it. We're going to get a fair deal here. You see, what he did's not right, and it's not fair. And we will continue to exercise our right to strike until the company gives us a fair piece of the pie. Now, IBEW has a long and proud history of partnering with employers to the benefit of business and labor. Your relationship with Time Warner spans decades. Cooperation is one thing, retreat is another. And we will not retreat in the face of corporate greed. You see, I'm proud of my brothers and sisters at Local 3, every one of them, for going on strike. Because it takes guts, and it's a tremendous sacrifice. And I'm encouraged by all the unions and other groups that are out here today. Public and private, big and small, standing together, fighting together, winning together. You see, right here, this is what solidarity is all about. And we're going to stand together, arm in arm, for as long as it takes to win a contract here. We're the labor movement, and no one pushes us around. No one. United we stand, divided we fall. An injury to one is an injury to all. They won't injure Local 3 without taking all of us on. God bless you. Keep up the fight. Thank you, Rich. Rich Trumka. We can't win this fight alone. We need help. We need help from City Hall. We need help from the governor's office. We need help from the elected officials. They need to call out this corporation for what it is. And at this time, please welcome the mayor of the city of New York, Mayor de Blasio.
Thank you. Brothers and sisters, I want to say to you on behalf of 8.5 million New Yorkers, New York City is a union town. We do not accept a greedy corporation trying to undercut the most basic rights of working people. We do not accept it in New York City. You see these signs out here that say elimination of the middle class? That's what Charter Spectrum is doing. Taking away the chance for good working people to make it to the middle class and stay there. We will not accept that in New York City, will we? Chris Erickson, thank you for leading the way. Give this man a round of applause for standing up to Charter Spectrum. And brothers and sisters, it is an honor for all of us to be joined by the leader of the American labor movement, Rich Trumka. Rich, thank you. Your solidarity means everything to us. All the labor leaders, the elected officials here, everyone is in common cause. Because it's been 174 days these working men and women have been suffering. 174 days is not acceptable. Men and women who work hard and now don't have the opportunity to work for their families because they're fighting for something we all should care about. The right to have a good pension, the right to have decent pay and decent benefits. That's what they're doing. They're fighting for every one of us. To all the Charter Spectrum workers, I express my solidarity with you. The city government is with you every step of the way. We will defend you. It makes no sense that there's a CEO anywhere that makes almost $100 million. That makes no sense. That makes no sense when working people are just scraping to get by. You heard what Rich said. All that wealth was generated by working men and women. You would think the CEO would say, how do we give you your fair share? But all he's saying is, how do we take away what's yours? Now, I'll tell you something we have made clear time and again. If Mr. Rutledge wants to be a good citizen, he can come down to City Hall. We will mediate. We will give the good offices. Come down to City Hall and bargain with this union. But every time, he doesn't show up. Every time, the company doesn't put anything on the table. Well, then it's time to get louder, isn't it? If they won't give you peace, you don't give them peace. Brothers and sisters, we have to recognize these good men and women, they're hurting right now. I've talked to a lot of them. They're hurting right now. They can't do the things for their family they need to do. They don't know what tomorrow brings. They need all of us. They need all of us to be there with them. They need all of us to say, we won't give up because you won't give up. We are together in this. So the city of New York, your government stands with you. And Charter Spectrum has an easy choice to make. Come forward in good faith Treat working people with decency and dignity, or suffer the consequences if you don't. Let's fight together. God bless you, brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I now want to introduce the president of New York City